Welcome to Rainbow Spotlight, the channel where we celebrate inspiring stories of courage, authenticity, and pride from the LGBT+ community. Today, we're diving into the world of hockey, a sport often defined by its tough image, to shine a light on athletes breaking barriers and redefining the game. From trailblazers like Luke Procop, the first openly gay NHL contracted player, to activists like Brian Kitts, co-founder of You Can Play, these incredible individuals prove that authenticity and excellence belong everywhere. Whether on the ice, in the locker room, or in the stands, their stories inspire us all. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join us on this journey of pride, progress, and celebration. Let's amplify these voices together. Luke Procop, a trailblazer in hockey and pride in the LGBT community. In the history of hockey, a sport often associated with traditional masculinity, Luke Procop stands out as a shining example of courage and authenticity. In July 2021, Procop made headlines as the first openly gay player signed to an NHL contract. His announcement was not just a personal milestone, but a groundbreaking moment for the sport and the LGBT community. For millions of Americans, Procop represents a powerful reminder of how inclusivity and bravery can reshape deeply entrenched norms. Procop's journey began like many others in professional hockey, a young athlete with immense talent and dreams of making it big. But beneath his achievements on the ice, he carried the weight of hiding his true self. Coming out wasn't an easy decision, especially in a sport where LGBT representation has been scarce. However, his resolve to live authentically overshadowed the fear of potential backlash. His statement, "I want to live my authentic life," resonated with people far beyond hockey, inspiring those struggling with their own identities to embrace who they are. For the LGBT community in America, Procop's visibility in hockey is a source of immense pride. Representation matters, and seeing someone unapologetically authentic in a high-profile, traditionally heteronormative sport sends a message that inclusion is not just possible, it's necessary. Procop's bravery not only opens doors for other LGBT athletes, but also challenges outdated stereotypes that have long been associated with sports. Since his coming out, Procop has become more than a hockey player. He's a symbol of progress. His involvement in advocacy initiatives, including partnering with organizations like You Can Play, demonstrates his commitment to fostering a safe and welcoming environment for all athletes, regardless of their sexual orientation. For young LGBT hockey fans, his story is proof that they too can pursue their passions without compromising their identity. Luke Procop's courage reminds us that the battle for acceptance and equality in sports is far from over, but his story is a powerful step forward. As Americans celebrate his achievements, they also celebrate the broader strides being made toward inclusivity in all areas of life. Procop's journey is not just about hockey, it's about breaking barriers, creating safe spaces, and ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive while being unapologetically themselves. Brock McGillis, pioneering authenticity in hockey. Brock McGillis is a trailblazer in the world of hockey, known not just for his achievements on the ice, but also for his groundbreaking role as the first openly gay professional hockey player. His journey is a testament to resilience, courage, and the determination to live authentically, even in a sport traditionally steeped in hypermasculinity. Hailing from Sudbury, Ontario, McGillis began his hockey career with immense promise. He played as a goaltender in the Ontario Hockey League, OHL, for teams like the Windsor Spitfires and the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds before moving on to play professionally in Europe. His standout performance came during a crucial OHL playoff match for the Windsor Spitfires, where his impressive 40-save game secured a narrow victory against a heavily favored opponent. It was a defining moment that cemented his reputation as a reliable and talented goaltender. Despite his on-ice success, McGillis faced internal struggles as he grappled with his identity in a sport that offered little representation for LGBT individuals. For years, he hid his true self, fearing rejection and backlash in a sport where the locker room culture often reinforced traditional gender and sexual norms. However, in 2016, McGillis made the courageous decision to come out publicly, becoming a beacon of hope for LGBT athletes worldwide. McGillis's announcement was met with widespread support, but it also revealed the challenges of being an openly gay athlete in hockey. Undeterred, he turned his focus to advocacy, using his experiences to promote inclusion and acceptance in sports. His work includes speaking engagements, workshops, and collaborations with organizations like You Can Play and Pride Tape, where he empowers young athletes to embrace their identities. McGillis has also been vocal about combating homophobia in hockey, addressing the subtle and overt ways discrimination manifests in the sport. His advocacy has sparked meaningful conversations about the need for systemic change in hockey culture, from the grassroots level to the professional leagues. For the LGBT community, McGillis represents progress and pride. His ability to excel in hockey while championing authenticity is a powerful reminder that no one should have to choose between their passion and their identity. Brock McGillis's journey is more than a personal triumph. It's a call for a more inclusive and compassionate world, both in sports and beyond. Brian Kitts, championing inclusion in sports through You Can Play. Brian Kitts is a visionary leader whose work has profoundly impacted the intersection of sports and LGBT+ advocacy. As the co-founder of You Can Play, an organization dedicated to promoting acceptance and inclusivity for LGBT+ individuals in sports, Kitts has played a transformative role in reshaping the culture of athletics. His efforts have helped athletes, fans, and organizations create safer and more supportive environments, allowing everyone to participate authentically. Kitts' journey into advocacy began with a passion for both sports and equality. Openly gay, Kitts understood the challenges faced by LGBT+ athletes in environments often dominated by traditional gender norms and heteronormative expectations. Recognizing the urgent need for change, he joined forces with NHL executive Patrick Burke and other allies in 2012 to launch You Can Play. The organization's mission was simple yet powerful: to ensure that athletes are judged by their talent, work ethic, and character, not by their sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. The organization gained significant recognition through its groundbreaking campaigns, which featured athletes and teams from major leagues like the NHL, NFL, NBA, and MLS, publicly endorsing equality and inclusion. The message was clear: if you can play, you can play. By challenging stereotypes and promoting allyship, You Can Play has shifted conversations around LGBT+ inclusion in sports, making strides in dismantling discrimination at all levels. Kitts' leadership has been instrumental in fostering these changes. His ability to engage with diverse audiences, from young athletes to professional leagues, has allowed the organization's influence to grow exponentially. Under his guidance, You Can Play has worked with universities, high schools, and professional teams to implement policies and training programs that ensure LGBT+ athletes feel welcome and supported. For Kitts, the work is deeply personal. By using his platform to promote authenticity and acceptance, he's not only advocating for others, but also setting an example of what it means to live openly and proudly. His efforts have inspired countless individuals to embrace their identities and pursue their passions without fear. Brian Kitts' contributions to the world of sports extend far beyond the field or rink. As a co-founder of You Can Play, he has helped foster a more inclusive and equitable sports culture. His legacy is one of courage, compassion, and a steadfast belief in the power of sports to unite people, regardless of their differences. Riley Tuft, from hockey star to LGBTQ+. Pioneer born April 10, 1998 in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, Riley Tuft's journey represents a groundbreaking moment in professional hockey and social media. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 6 inches, Tuft wasn't just notable for his presence on the ice, he would become one of the first professional hockey players to come out while actively playing in the NHL system. As a first-round draft pick, 25th overall by the Dallas Stars in 2016, Tuft carried the weight of expectations that come with being a high-profile prospect. His hockey journey took him through the United States Hockey League, USHL, with the Fargo Force, followed by an impressive college career at the University of Minnesota Duluth, where he helped the team win national championships. But it was in February 2024 that Tuft Day made headlines for something beyond his athletic achievements. Through a heartfelt Instagram post, he came out as bisexual, becoming one of the very few openly LGBTQ+ players in professional hockey. His coming out post resonated deeply within both the sports and LGBTQ+ communities. "Hockey is for everyone, and I want to do my part to make sure that's true," Tuft Day wrote in his coming out post. "I'm still the same player, the same teammate, and the same person. The only difference is now I can be completely honest about who I am." What makes Tuft's story particularly impactful is the timing and context of his coming out. Professional hockey has historically been one of the more conservative sports, making his decision to come out while actively playing even more significant. His announcement helped challenge stereotypes about masculinity and sexuality in professional sports. The response to Tuft's coming out was overwhelmingly positive, with support pouring in from teammates, fans, and the broader hockey community. The NHL's Hockey is for Everyone initiative gained a powerful new voice, and Tuft's courage helped pave the way for other athletes who might be struggling with their identity. As a member of the Texas Stars, AHL, and having played NHL games with the Dallas Stars, Tuft's platform has allowed him to reach both professional and aspiring athletes. His message emphasizes that being true to yourself doesn't diminish your athletic ability or professional potential. If anything, it enhances it by allowing you to play without the burden of hiding who you are. Harrison Brown, a trailblazer for transgender athletes in sports. Harrison Brown's story is one of courage, authenticity, and a commitment to breaking barriers in professional sports. As the first openly transgender athlete in North American professional team sports, Brown has become a source of inspiration for millions in the LGBT community and beyond. His journey challenges stereotypes, promotes inclusivity, and reminds us of the transformative power of living authentically. Brown's professional hockey career began with the National Women's Hockey League, NWHL, where he played for teams like the Buffalo Beauts and the Metropolitan Riveters. But it was in 2016, during his time with the Beauts, that he made the life-changing decision to come out publicly as a transgender man. For Brown, this wasn't just a personal revelation, it was a groundbreaking moment for the sports world. "I want to be true to myself," he shared, and his bravery quickly made him a role model for athletes grappling with their own identities. In a sport and culture where transgender representation has been minimal, Brown's visibility has had a profound impact. His announcement not only opened up conversations about gender identity in sports, but also demonstrated the importance of creating inclusive spaces for athletes of all identities. For many in the LGBT community, his journey is a point of pride, symbolizing progress in a society that still has a long way to go toward full equality. Beyond the rink, Brown has used his platform to advocate for transgender rights and inclusivity in sports. His collaboration with organizations like Athlete Ally and his work to promote gender-neutral locker rooms show his dedication to making sports more accessible and welcoming for everyone. By sharing his story and championing change, he's paving the way for future generations of transgender athletes to pursue their dreams without fear of discrimination. Harrison Brown's legacy goes far beyond hockey. He's a trailblazer who proves that authenticity and excellence can coexist even in the face of societal pressures. For the American LGBT community, Brown's courage is a beacon of hope and a reminder that progress is possible, one step, or in his case, one skate, at a time. Thank you for joining us on Rainbow Spotlight. These stories of LGBT+ athletes like Ryan Cook, Harrison Brown and Brock McGillis remind us that courage and authenticity can thrive even in the most unexpected places, like the hockey rink. From breaking stereotypes to fostering inclusivity, these pioneers have paved the way for a more accepting and vibrant sports community. If these stories resonated with you, we'd love for you to be part of our growing community. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode where we highlight the achievements and journeys of LGBT+ heroes across different fields. Your support helps amplify these voices and fosters greater understanding and acceptance. Together, we can keep shining a spotlight on pride, progress, and the incredible power of living authentically. See you in the next episode, and remember, you are part of the change. Rainbow.